We have seen that in the last 3 years, the MLB's attendance numbers have been down. The 68.5 million people who attended a baseball game this year is down 1.7% from the 69.7 million in 2018. People are often quick to blame pace of play for the reason for low attendance, but we really should take a closer look at scheduling. In sports like basketball and hockey, which are other professional sports leagues which have lengthy schedules, every team gets to host every team. This allows each team's fan base to see all the league's best players. Doing this is challenging due to baseball's series and wanting to keep traditional rivalries. Currently, a team plays their divisional opponent 19 times a season, making 76 of your 162 games divisional games. Nobody is saying we need less Yankees versus Red Sox, but we all would be fine with less Orioles versus Blue Jays or Tigers versus White Sox. 66 more of the games are played against the 10 non-divisional opponents in a team's league. 6 of these teams are played 7 times, and 4 are played 6 times. The 20 remaining games are interleague matchups. This is what we need to increase. Each season, every team should play at every stadium. This would allow each city to see all the league stars, the same way we do in the NHL and the NBA. My new schedule would have 42 divisional games, 60 games for other league opponents, and 60 interleague games. Teams would play a divisional team 10 times each, with 2 of the 4 teams getting played 1 extra time. The 2 extra games would rotate to make it so each team gets the same amount of home and away games versus a divisional rival across a 4-year span. The 10 divisional teams would each be played 6 times, allowing each team to host 3 times. The final 60 interleague games would allow all AL and NL teams to play each other 4 times, with 2 game series at each stadium. This new scheduling format would dramatically increase attendance, because fans want to see all the best players the MLB has to offer. Just like in other sports, people will pay to see new opponents. Playing the same team every time gets boring. Fans don't want to see it. Everybody loves Mike Trout, but with the current schedule, 1/3 of the league won't get to see him in their city. Baseball's attendance has also dropped due to the increase in home run rate and strikeout rate. Fans don't seem to care about the long ball as much as we think they do. The issue is the ball is in play less. Players don't care about hitting singles. Singles don't change the score. Home runs do. This season alone, the amount of home runs hit per game increased by 0.24, jumping from 1.15 to 1.39. Rob Manfred and others have been working to increase the MLB's pace of play, when the problem is what happens in that time. Yes, home runs are great, but they aren't hit every pitch. Baseball needs more stolen bases, and balls in play. Besides, the pitcher and his team, nobody cares about a strikeout. It's just one of the 27 outs needed to win. It is predicted that less than 120,000 balls will be put in play during the 2020 season. That is 10,000 less than the 130,000 from a decade ago. Baseball has seen a drop in the amount of action during a game, and the drop in attendance shows. People who go to baseball games don't pay attention as well. We are adding nets at every stadium because the game in front of us isn't as entertaining as the ones on our phones. There's no data to prove a drop in attendance due to netting, but would you rather look through a screen door or look through an open door? I'd pick the open door. I don't think the nets are a big deal, but to the hard-to-hurt baseball fan who loves the game, I see this as an issue. Your viewing pleasure is now restricted because 808 people got injured at a stadium over the last 8 years, 701 of which happened at Marlins Park, the Oakland Coliseum, T-Mobile Park, and Coors Field alone. While these minor issues have contributed to the attendance drop, the big issue is scheduling. The MLB needs to change the schedule if they want to fix attendance. Not only will attendance improve, but so will TV ratings. In the heat of the sign-stealing schedules from the Astros and Red Sox, this change could bring a positive attention to the sport and get fans excited about the future.